Hi, I'm Christopher Riv, lead graphics designer at the Sheffield and District Homebrew Artist Society, aka Homebrew Artist Society, aka Homebrew, or HBAS for short. And I want to show you how I made the flyer for our latest event coming up on the 19th of October, dance music at Jabberwocky in Sheffield. Do come to that and let's have a look at how we did it. All right.
So a bit of context, this is our first flyer from way back in 2015 and we're going for that DIY fanzine aesthetic where we've got grungy text stuck on top of found visuals. As you can see, very DIY looking. We've carried across the text, cut it out literally from the first flyer, replicated it in the photocopy. You can see it started to degrade at the sides, it's a different colour. And for the final flyer here, we've actually negativised it, changed the colours around, and you can see that classic Homebrew Artist Society font coming on. Third flyer, more degradation, grungy text stuck on top of the background, and actual physical leaves here. So all processed through the photocopier for the final version. But as time goes by, we started to use computers and digital graphics to get things looking a bit cleaner. Still got the cutout text blocked through from the previous flyers, but now with digital font there and digital background. Once again, we've got pens, paper, scissors for the background and the logo and the people, but also some digital text. Same on the next one. Mixture of analog and digital sources and a leaf for the leaf lovers. So for the next one, 19th of October, let me make it clear that I am very sceptical of AI image generation. I fucking hate it. But I thought, let's do it anyway. Give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? Let's try a prompt. So, quickly, typing with one hand. Homebrew Artist Society in Mr. Blobby colours. Let's see what we've got. Alright, we've got some options. They seem pretty fucking horrible, asinine and soulless. But I don't think that matters because where we're going, we don't need soul. We can add it in a bit. So I'm going to do what any unscrupulous graphics designer worth their salt would do, which is wang it into Photoshop, call it your own, and have my way with it. So I'm just going to transform it, stretch it out a bit so it meets the canvas, and there you go. A horrible AI generated image, which I'm going to do something with. Right, we've got them back from the printers, and the printouts of our AI monstrosity, they're as bad as you can hope. Really gaudy, really confused, not very clean at all, disgusting. So I want to do something with them. And that something is bringing some humanity and personality back into this image. So into the box of paper we go. I'm going to select 5 or so base colours, and I want to build up on the image because I actually quite like the perspective of it. So starting with the dance floor, tracing it out of the original onto the pink paper, cutting it out and using it as the bottom layer. So that's the dance floor established, and I'll just add a couple more layers as we just make the perimeter of the dance floor with the yellow and move on to the walls with the blue and the black. And you can see that the perspective of the original image helps. I'm building upon that as a guideline. As I say, that has been quite useful. Some of the final bits now with a flag at the back and the roof as well, both made out of material that's come from old umbrellas that I found and quite like the design of. And finishing off with a smiley face on the back there. Lastly, I drew in some final details and then it's ready to be photographed and put into your image processing software of choice. And that leads us to Photoshop, where I've added the final elements of the flyer before it goes on the event page. And you can see I've kept some of the AI texture for the floor. Looks a bit nightclubby, and so that together with the perspective has actually added to the flyer. Took hours. Let me know what you think of it. Do leave a comment wherever you're watching this video. Thanks for watching it, and have a good one.